Hello, guys. Good morning. It's Saturday, and as usual and always, it's my trade recap for the week that just ended. So, this was the USDJPY sell trade I was on. The reason why I definitely was selling, I explained in my previous video I posted earlier. So, as you can clearly see, this was definitely why I was selling. I found my conferences and then I went in for a sell, risking 29.6 pip in SL, and then was targeting 100 pips. So eventually, while the trade was moving in my direction, I reduced my risk from 29 to 20 pips because for me, it's all about capital preservation. It's all about reducing my risk. That's all that matters to me when it comes to trading. If the trade definitely moves in my direction, I tend to reduce my risk because for me, it's all about understanding that if you can definitely risk less that you intended to risk when you were coming into the market, that's a win on its own. By reducing your risk, by reducing your risk on the trade, it's also a very big plus. So as much as definitely this trade did 65.9 pip movement, and on this particular day I wasn't satisfied. I needed to get 100 pips, but eventually I got stopped out on it. So that's also fine for me, and that's also fine by me. I learned that you have to definitely be contented with what price I've given you. You have to be okay with what market has given you. As much as I was wanting 100 pips, eventually you have to be contented. And let's just quickly draw this settle to this level where price gave us. And as you can clearly see, market gave us 3.13 risk ratio reward, which is a very good ratio reward on any given day. You see, 3.13 risk ratio reward. So it's also fine to definitely take what the market has given you. But on this day, I wasn't fine. I wasn't satisfied. Wanted 100 pips, like I said. But eventually, that was it on USDJPY. So let's then move into the trades I also was on. Okay, let me go to gold because I also bought gold quickly. So as you can clearly see on gold, on this day I definitely saw that price eventually was going to get close to the high of low of the week and the resistance level there. So let me go to my 4 hours so you can see clearly why I was buying. So if you can see why I was buying on gold on this day, eventually, I was positioning for a sell trade. I was waiting for a sell trade. But what I then saw was definitely I wasn't gonna sell until I see price eventually get back to this retest this level of the resistance level. When you look left, you can see that price has eventually come to this level looking left, and price has eventually bounced off this level. Price has eventually tested this level on multiple occasions. So that's why definitely for me, understanding this level, market structures and all that, that's why as you can see, I was positioning my buy to, I was positioning my buy trade on this level before I could go in for a sell. If you remember, I also posted a video that I was waiting for a retest on this level. As you can clearly see, now you understand exactly why I was definitely buying from my 15 minutes. So I was buying to definitely get price to this level, but price eventually got there. Definitely I made profit on this trade eventually. And then what happened again? I saw that price eventually came back again. Then I positioned again for a buy trade, a quick buy trade because you can call it a counter trade, but eventually I positioned for a buy trade because I eventually wanted price to eventually get back to this level. But what happened? So I entered on this trade, and then while I entered, I definitely made money on this trade as well. I made funds on this trade as well. So I entered on this trade, and then when I see price got to this level with this candlestick, I definitely closed up the trade eventually. Remember, gold is very volatile. Each movement is involves a lot of money. Each movement will make you a lot of money. So I closed up on this trade and eventually price also went to this level and then got rejected also and then went to the original direction. So that was just it on the gold trade. Definitely I was definitely positioning for a set trade for price to eventually pull back to this level and then this level act as resistance to push the market to the downside. So that was what I was anticipating on gold. So that was it on gold. And let's jump into the USD card trade that I definitely called out for a sell. So this is definitely the sell trade I called out on USD card. I told you guys I was watching this level. I entered this trade when I saw price eventually reject on this level. So from my 15 minutes, let's see. So I entered this trade when I saw this level here. Then I went in for a sell, risking 32.9. And what happened? Price eventually took the whole time, took the whole day doing his own stuff and never took me out on SL. So I closed off this trade around this level. When I saw price eventually go back to this level, I closed off around I think 50 something dollar loss. So that was just it on the USD card. As much as the market has closed officially, so we just have to wait till Monday again. But eventually, this was what my trade was for the week that just ended. This was the trade I took. I traded USDJPY, I traded USD card, and I traded gold. So the quick buy I bought on gold definitely made me funds, made me recover the loss I took on USD USD card. So it covered the loss I took on USD card. So this was just how my week ended. Definitely trading is all about you being contented with what the market has given you. I'm definitely not out here preaching to you that you're definitely going to not lose money in trading. You're definitely going to lose money. That is part of it. But you need to be able to come with a clear head. You need to come back to the market with a clear mindset, knowing that there is always opportunity to make money, and at the same time, there's also opportunities where you lose money. So for me, I'm not trading based on FOMO. I'm trading based on my structure, based on my plan, sticking to the rules and being disciplined. That's how I'm definitely trading. Like I've always been saying, I'm not perfect. I don't want to be perfect in trading. All I just want to do is just make money, is just gradually attain perfection with my trading, with my rules, with my discipline, with my plans. Because one of the difficult parts is sticking to your plan, sticking to the rules, being patient. That's the most difficult thing in trading. And pressures definitely can bring you down. Pressures definitely can make you do unnecessary things you definitely ought not to be doing. Pressure is going to make you make the wrong decisions. For me, it's about sticking to the plan, sticking to the rules, be consistent, show up every day, good or bad, win or losses, learn from it, keep documenting your journey. Eventually, you're going to get there. So I just wanted to, as always, take the time to definitely give you guys and show you guys what the week was for me with my trading. So I call it a trade recap. So you already know what it's all about and how I go about this every Saturday. So I want you to definitely smash the subscribe button. I want you to like for more.